Hello and welcome back to episode 31 of Unknown to World Known Club 7. And we're back for the final game of the season, the Champions League final. We're suited up and we are ready to try and win a treble. And of course, the last time we won the Champions League, we won every trophy available to us with Barcelona. Can we do that again here? And if we do, then we need to find a new job over the summer. If we don't, we probably still do because we've won the Bundesliga. That's what we came here for. And of course, last episode today of Bayern Munich before the new series St. Albans Take to the Skies comes out on Monday. And then we'll be back with Bayern Munich hopefully much later than Tuesday, because if it's Tuesday, we probably had a terrible World Cup. But we'll cut back with Bayern Munich or whoever we sign up for going forward later in the week, possibly even into the following week, depending on how well we do in the World Cup. Let's go and play a Champions League final. So nothing really to talk about before we get straight into it, other than mention, if you did miss yesterday's episode, go back and watch that. We had quite a dramatic German Cup final in which we did come out on top, Ocampo with 2 goals. So he has been proving his worth recently. The £110 million, I think the assists has been particularly impressive. 8 assists in all competitions, 14 goals and 14 assists overall. And his contribution has been fantastic. And I think he has helped us really go on to win the league. And of course, Lammermont has on 23 goals for the season. So I think it's supported him a lot, because last year Lammermont got 28. I don't know what I'm talking about, apparently. You get the point. He's still improved, Lammermont. It's fine. Let's go and play against Inter Milan in the Champions League final, which is being hosted at the Puskás Arena in Hungary. So the lineup for the Champions League final today, it's only one change from the team that won the German Cup last week. Ketenge in goal, Trent at right back, Hoffman and Bakari at the centre backs, Rao at left back, Dude sitting in the middle of the 2 wing backs, Kolev and Grumman in front of him, Pedri as the number 10, and then Lammermont and Ocampo up front. So again, the only real missing player from our best 11, Fran and Hoffman, I think, are interchangeable. When you talk about the best team, they're coming into this in some poor form. In fact, I think from the look of that form, maybe they've bottled the Serie A title. Maybe they were leading it. I didn't really look prior to the build-up. Fran and Hoffman, as I was saying, kind of interchangeable in our best team, so to speak. The only person I think missing is Henrique, who's injured. I think it was a pulled muscle, and he's out for about another 2 weeks, I think, at this point. Trent with a throw-in on the right-hand side, can't find Ocampo. And it's come forward through Brito, who's beat Hoffman there and gets a shot off Ketenge, forced into a good save. I've just realised we do need to drop these down again, because for some reason I keep forgetting to do it between matches, and I've done it for like a month now at the start of each match. A month in game, I should specify, not a month in videos. Now, Inter Milan from the corner, trying to find a way back at the goal. Notto plays it to Brito. A good bit of little exchange. Hoffman with an important tackle. And a shot comes at Ketenge, and he's forced into another good save. But he is up for that. And we're going to encourage them. Ball comes in. Hoffman heads away. Lammermont is running onto that, and we have got a great chance for a counter-attack. Never mind. Batory just took the ball away from Lambermont. Lambermont had no problem with him doing so, which is nice of him. We're approaching the 20-minute mark. We've got a corner kick through it with Pedri. Sends it in. Hoffman can't get his head on it. And then we find Dude beaten to the ball by Renzi. And he's chasing him back. He needs to get a block on the cross. No, it's passed back to Notto and then back to Renzi, back to Richard, back to Notto, Richard again, back to Notto. And he's trying to find space. He sends it across to Batari on the right-hand side, who's trying to get inside of Rao. I don't quite know what's happened there, but it ends up with Renzi, who crosses it in. Hoffman heads away, and then Pedri clears it up at field, but it comes straight back out as Renzi again. Grunman gets a foot in, but it's back to Baturi, who sends it inside to Renzi, who cuts it back, and Kitenge forced into another good save. And Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, look well up for this at the minute, and so far we have not got going at all. Look at that possession as well. Hoffman plays it to Kolev from the free kick. It's back to Bakari, who plays it through for Kolev, gets a shot off, but it's a poor shot in the end, and it's well wide of the goal. Not really threatening at all there, unfortunately, from Kolev. As we reach the 40th minute, Kitenge sends it upfield, but nobody's there to challenge Richard as he brings it down, plays it to Brito. It's across to Palumbo and back to Richard, who's got space to run into on this left-hand side. Back to Notto. He looks towards the far post. Kitenge claims that very nicely. And that was a poor ball forward. Palumbo plays it through for Renzi. He's forced wide. It's back to Pittori, who crosses towards the far post, and Brito is there to make it 1-0 to Inter Milan. And my master plan is starting to fail of getting the Inter Milan manager sacked by beating them. Because instead they're beating us. And I mean, the stats reflect this. We've been absolutely dominated in this game. Brito now coming back at us, plays it back to Richard and Notto, trying to find space for a cross. It's fallen to Baturi at the far post, and Kitenge forced into a save. A very important save as we reach half time. And something needs to change here. I think we're actually going to try going back to being direct and just trying to get shots off where we can. We're going to play it to the playmaker instead. But we are just struggling at the moment to really get a foothold in the game. We're going to bring Fran on, and I think we won't wait long to try to bring Ditloff on at right wing back, because Trent and Ralph, neither of them have got into this game, and our wing backs are very powerful for us in this formation, and neither of them has been able to get any success so far. And maybe that's where we need to make a change. We can't make a change at left wing back, and I think that's what we're going to do now. With half an hour to go, we're going to send Ditloff off on to try and make a difference out there. But again, early on in the second half, we're not doing anything. And we come back as Kitenge is making a fantastic save. I'd love to have known how they ended up in that position, but we're not to know that. Notto with the corner. Brito's at the near post, and Kitenge forced into another save. And we've got 15 minutes to go. Rao with a long throw. It's a poor long throw straight to Pittori. That might be down to the new winter update. Then it's back to Palumbo. Batory again on the ball. It's back to Palumbo, who sends it in. Far post, Brito's there. It's game over. Absolutely game over. We're going to do all we can do. Centre can come on and sit there as the deep line forward, but 2-0 down with 15 minutes to go. We've done it before, but it wasn't a team of the calibre of Inter Milan that we did it to. Pedri plays it to Raul, who just gives the ball away. Brito now having a run at the defence. It's played out to Renzi, and we've got hardly anyone back. Bakari with an important block, and why is he putting the ball out of play there? Are you aware it's the Champions League final? We need to get up the pitch, not just clear it out for a throw. And what use was that, Pedri? And we are going to go down whimpering away in the Champions League final. This is Tottenham levels of bad in a Champions League final. Lamamont, we can't even find a simple pass. Ditloff and Fran exchange the ball. Pedri, Kolev, Centurk, Ocampo finds Lamamont, who forces the keeper into a save. Pedri sends it in and it's headed away. Kolev picks it up deep, and that's it. We've got no chance now. It is about to be full time. Kitenje kicks it upfield. Fran with a block, and there it is, full time. And we're going to see Inter Milan walk up to lift the Champions League trophy in Hungary. They fully deserve it. We didn't turn up at all today. The stats tell you exactly what happened. We just got absolutely dominated. That Inter Milan team looked to be a very, very good team. Would be nice if Italy have a poor World Cup and the Inter Milan manager chooses to go and manage Italy. Maybe that can be a route into the job, you never know. Because, yes, we've lost, but it's time to go and do a season review. And here we are for the season review of the 2033-34 season. As you can see, we've got our Bundesliga and our German Cup. The Champions League is missing. Let's have a look what the board think of our signings. So Tegan, they were really happy with. He only cost us £39 million, which, considering how good he looks like he's going to be, is a fantastic price. They're not keen on how much we spent on Ocampo. They're pleased with it, with his signing. They're just not happy about how much he cost. They're not bothered about these three. Dude gets a C+. Outgoing, they're relatively okay with most of them. They're unhappy with the loss we made on Wilson, but it is what it is. Season results. So we were expected to win the Bundesliga, and we did exactly that. Average home attendance 93%. Lambermont with 17 goals in the league this year. And you can see what we had last year was a lot of yellow. This year we've eradicated a lot of them. We only lost 3 games, and 2 of them were after we won the title, where I wasn't playing a full strength team because of other competitions that we were in, such as the Champions League, in which Lambermont, again, top goal scorer for ourselves, 6 goals. We were expected to reach the semi-final. We reached the final. And it was a tough run against Barcelona and Man City, and then just fell short in the final, unfortunately. In the German Cup, we were expected to win that, and we did exactly that in quite comfortable fashion, really. Werder Bremen was probably the toughest game we had. And then the Super Cup, we lost 2-0 to Hertha Berlin at the start of the season. So our biggest win was actually the 6-1 against Hertha Berlin at the end of the season. Our match to remember, the 2-0 against Barcelona in the group stage. And the goal of the season coming from Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think I know exactly which one this is. Let's go and have a look at it. So Grumman came down the left-hand side, finds right route, and look at that. Absolutely ridiculous strike. I remember it quite well. It was back in January. It was just before we came back for the Stuttgart and Wolfsburg games. But a fantastic goal of the season worthy strike. We do drop sponsorship, but only by £1 million. Our broadcast revenue, corporate and hospitality, competition prize money, match day commercials, all up, which represents how far we got in the Champions League compared to the last 2 years. Shirt sales, Demir, oddly, was our best selling shirt, along with Grumman, Pedri, Ocampo, and Contendere. The rest makes sense. Demir's an odd one. How you lined up, let's have a look what they've got here. Yeah, it's very accurate. Henrique, you'd say probably Trent over Ditloff here, but Ditloff still played a lot of games. You'd say Grumman needs to be in the midfield over Tegan. And then Pedri, Lammerman, Ocampo, no arguments there. And accolades. So, Fans Player of the Season goes to Pedri. I think that's the second year in a row. Young Player of the Season, Ditloff. I called that not long ago. I said I thought he would have been fantastic. Sign of the season going to Tegan. Top goal scorer, Lammerman, 27 goals across the season. Ocampo with 14 assists, which is a record for ourselves as well. Pedri with the most man of the match awards and also the highest average rating. Dude with the most passes per 90, 53. I don't understand that. It seems very low. And Ditloff actually the youngest goal scorer for us as well. So fantastic season for us in retrospect. It's disappointing to lose out in the Champions League, but nevertheless, we've had a good season. We're off now to play in the World Cup, where we have drawn South Africa and Uzbekistan in the group stage. I think we'll be quite comfortable there. And then hopefully we'll be able to go with a bit of a deep run into the competition. I'm always tempted not to show you the group stage and just skip to the knockout stages. We might do that. I'll see how I feel. Is there any jobs that immediately... Hertha Berlin have sacked their manager. Well, do we cross over to Berlin and go and overturn my Bay immunity? No, we're not going to do that. What we're looking for now is Premier League teams and Serie A teams, because we've got unfinished business over in Italy. We need that Serie A title, and then of course we need the Premier League as well. And that will then be a point where I'm happy to end the series with trophies all over the place. Out of quick interest, let's have a quick look at trophies won in my career. We've now won 6 cups, 4 leagues, 2 promotions, 1 relegation, which we don't talk about. So it's been a successful career so far, but we're not done yet. We're back tomorrow with World Cup. It might be the knockout stages. I'm going to make a decision on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. How we're going to do in the World Cup. Do you reckon we can go all the way? And let me know what clubs you'd like to see me go to following the stint with Bayern Munich. I think it's run its course now. We might have to do one more year if the right job doesn't come up, but we'll see how it goes. And please do hit like as well if you are enjoying the series, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.